Appearing on camera is pretty daunting. Not only are all the people you know going to see whatever comes out the other side, but also people you don't know. If I'm making your palms sweaty, these are some tips for you. First of all, don't panic. Usually the biggest barrier to overcome is that of your own self-confidence. Unless your general demeanour is that of a frightened person, try your best to silence that voice in the back of your head that's freaking you out. When it comes to being filmed, generally it's done one of two ways, which is that someone else is filming you, or you're filming yourself. If someone else is filming you, you can take some comfort knowing that everyone else around you is trying to make you look as good as possible, because it's in the best interest of the production. If your hair's out of place, if you've got a button undone that shouldn't be undone, or you're just not looking very good, they're going to be doing their best to make sure the production looks as good as it can, and you're part of that. If you're filming yourself, obviously you're in control. You're not only the presenter, but you're also the producer, the editor. So why are you worrying? Secondly, prepare. Because do you know what makes people look really uncomfortable on camera? Doing something they're not ready for. So treat being on camera like you're about to have an exam. Do your homework first. Whether it's a pre-written speech or you're just simply talking off the cuff, the best thing you can do is get some practice in. And of course, if you're being interviewed and you just have to say what's on your mind, why not just ask for a copy of the questions in advance so you can plan some answers ahead? If you have a lot to remember, the more you practice, the better it will be. The worst thing you can do is be underprepared, because let's face it, if you're reading off a script, the moment you start reading, your demeanour will change and you'll sound like a robot instead of interjecting emotion and energy into what you're saying.
You'll simply be reading words out loud and it will sound dreadful.
Next, give yourself enough time. Being stressed out because you can't do things at your own pace is only going to add to the stress and the panic of being in front of the camera. Generally, a piece to camera such as a testimonial or an interview or something like this takes around 15 to 45 minutes to complete without all the setting up the lights and everything as well. So make sure that you've cleared some time out of your calendar so you can be in the zone while the camera's pointed in your direction. Having people come in trying to get your attention, or your phone going off, or that nagging feeling that something else is about to happen is only going to make you appear distracted, disengaged and disinterested. Ironically, I have a phone call in 5 minutes that I'm trying to rush this for. No matter how much you practice, things are going to go wrong. You're going to fluff lines, you're going to forget what you wanted to say, you might even cough or sneeze halfway through a really great take. This stuff's normal. I mean, we've all seen those compilation TV shows where TV presenters are fluffing their lines. It happens to professionals, it happens to the best of us, so don't let that knock your confidence. And just on that, don't be too upset if you get asked to do something again, because it's not always necessarily because you've done something wrong. It could be that the camera operator wants a slightly different angle, or perhaps something happened in the background that disrupted the microphone, like say a plane went overhead or an emergency vehicle passed, or maybe just someone in the next room's got really clumpy shoes on and it could have been picked up by the microphone. So don't worry if that happens to you either. So those are just a few of my tips to help you feel more confident on camera. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope that the next time that you're in front of the lens, it's not as painful as it could have been.